Welcome back to the Anvil. Week 3 is on the rise. Will we have Anthony Richardson? Does that mean Gardner is going to play as well as he played last week? There's injuries to update. So much to talk about. Really great news here that we're going to mention in a second. But before we get into all that, Sammy, start me up.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. And Bill Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
We're back with another week of football, and DraftKings Sportbook is keeping us in on NFL action with great offers every single game day. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Throw 5 down on any of the week's epic matchups to walk away an instant winner. And DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every game day this September. Football's more fun when you're in on the action, so download that app and use the sign-up code SICKSPORTS. New customers can get just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL with code SICKSPORTS. The crown is yours. And with that, welcome to this week's Sick Podcast Anvil Show. Sammy, bring the boys in. DraftKings and all things. Welcome back, boys.
Moving up in the world.
Moving up.
Why are you pouting?
Sammy.
Looks like you're pouting. You.
Who?
Are you pouting?
No.
We have major sponsors and you're pouting.
I'm not pouting, sir.
You look like you're pouting.
Well, just because it looks like it doesn't mean it is.
I think that's just his face.
You're graying my beard. Every week you gray my beard more.
That's my job.
How about Sick landing DraftKings as a sponsorship partnership? How do you guys feel about that? That's pretty awesome, yes?
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Outstanding.
Now, does that mean I can't use DraftKings anymore? I'm like an employee now.
It means bet wisely, and you probably never win anyway. So this is probably good for you.
It means gamble responsibly, like everybody should.
Yeah, because you really drink responsibly, right, Acosta? Yeah. Okay.
Well, only on days that end in Y. Only on days that end in Y, buddy.
And while we have you, please subscribe and follow us on all of the socials at Sick Podcast Anvil Show. That's going to be Twitter. That's going to be Facebook, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. Sub. Now, it's Thursday.
Can I throw a wrinkle in with you boys?
Oh my goodness!
You know how I like to give stuff away. You absolutely know this.
Here we go.
Now, we got a new sponsor, DraftKings. It's freaking cool as hell. Now, for all our followers out there that download the DraftKings app and use our code, send a photo to our Facebook page, and we'll put you in the running for this Reggie Wayne signed photo.
I think that's my photo. Did I say that we could give that away?
Well, it might be yours, but we're still giving it away. It's too late. How's that?
It upsets me.
You get $200 in free betting, and you get into a drawing for a signed Reggie Wayne photo.
Thank you, Patrick.
You can't beat that. And it's Clyde, so take it and say, na.
Public service announcement. All right. Public service announcement from Patrick. Anyway.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that one.
Absolutely. All right, boys. It is Thursday. That means we are heading in to week 3. First off, let me say this. The NFL, I love it. Why is it going so fast? Slow down. Like, bro, how are
Absolutely.
we in week 3 already? Like, relax. Like, I want to enjoy this. Like, I don't want to rush this. Relax. Okay. But anyway, heading into week 3, playing the Baltimore Ravens. Yes, we know they are a scary offense. Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, OBJ. What's the tight end they got? Oh shoot, I can't think of
Mark
his name.
Andrews.
Mark
Mark Andrews.
Andrews. Dangerous crew. And we remember what happened to us last time when we went up there in 2021. Monday Night Football started off great, jumped out to a huge lead, and then between the end of the third quarter and all through the fourth and going into overtime, just a catastrophe struck and we end up losing that game. But we remember the first drive started with an amazing screen pass from Wentz to Taylor that went like 80 yards. It was a hell of a game to watch. So we should have a little bit of a bitter taste in our mouth from that loss. But rumor has it, maybe potentially we won't have our stud quarterback, Anthony Richardson, because he's still in concussion protocol, along with Ryan Kelly. So that means we'll have a backup center and Gardner Minshew. So if we're talking keys to victory, let's focus on those guys as potential starters this week. How do we get this done, Patrick?
Trenches. I say it every friggin' week, and this week is definitely the
No
week
different.
to say it.
Trenches.
Especially with Kelly being out, AR being out. Gardner's a good quarterback. You know, a lot of people say he's not just a backup quarterback, that he could be starting on a different team.
Yeah.
We've seen what he could do in Houston when he's got time. He can pick you apart. So our O line has got to stand up to Clowney and all those guys. Just got to.
God, I forgot they had Clowney. They got Clowney too?
They
Jeez.
do. But he's been on the injury report all week.
Oh, well, what's new?
With an illness, so will he be 100%? I don't know. But even at that dude at 80% is fucking scary.
This is facts.
So, shit. Smith. What's your boy's name? The blonde guy, left tackle.
Raymond?
Raymond. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Raymond's gonna have to lock him down. Absolutely.
Got it.
The center position, having a backup there, I'm not too worried about it because you got both guards that can slide over and help out if needed, or typically the way a 4-3 defense is ran, your center's the one that's sliding over helping one of your guards. But man, you got to keep Gardner clean in this game. You got to give him time to start picking these guys apart because he can. But if he's running and scrambling, that's when he comes out of the pocket, that's where his weakness is. He's not that Patrick Mahomes that's got better accuracy on the run outside of the pocket. He needs to be upright. He needs to be clean. Give him a little bit of time, boys.
All right. Acosta, your keys to this victory.
I'm actually going to go switch over to the other side of the ball. The front seven. Yeah, Pat mentioned the trenches, but what I want to see out of our front seven is attack from the front five, but I want to see our defensive ends contain. Keep Lamar inside the line of scrimmage as much as possible, close to the line of scrimmage as possible. That running game, it's a high-powered offense. It ain't no joke. I want to see linebackers in good pass coverage and be aggressive when needed. I want to see corners and corners especially. They need to be extremely aggressive in this matchup, especially with OBJ out there. He's a speedster, which even though he's been hurt, I think he can still beat some of our younger guys on the outside. So we really need to start checking these receivers, especially take up for Mark Andrews. That's where these linebackers are going to come into play. He's been known to go over the middle a lot. So these linebackers are really going to have to check with him and see where he's going to be at all times. But we're just going to have to be aggressive on the defensive side of the ball overall if we want to see this high-powered offense shut down early.
No, yeah. I'm agree. You actually kind of stealing some of my thunder because I would say the key to this game, if we remember how we lost in 21, was because all of a sudden, like I said, in the third, going into the fourth, we lost contain when it came to Lamar Jackson, and he just went bananas. So everything starts and finishes with number 8 in purple. So we must contain him. That's my number one key to victory. Second key to victory, jump back to the other side of the ball, and this kind of plays into the trenches, but more so the running game. We have to have a running game yet again. So Zach Moss got to have the same type of game he had last week. Don't know if we'll get Trey Sermon in there. Deion Jackson might get a tote or two. But whoever it is, especially with no Anthony Richardson this week, and I'm saying that loosely because I doubt that, they even if he does, ready himself to play by Saturday. I mean, he hasn't practiced all week, so I doubt we're that desperate to play him. I mean, I really think Gardner gets the start, and maybe Anthony could chip in here and there with a play or two, that type of thing. But staying on task, key to victory number 2. Got to run the ball. And last but not least, right? And this is kind of irony because Anthony may or may not play, but let's say he doesn't play. We have to show the deep ball this week. It's got to happen. 2 weeks, 0 passes. I would say more than 25ish yards.
20, if
20.
that.
Yeah. I don't think we've thrown one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Gardner doesn't have the arm that, Anthony has, of course, but even still, like, we need some type of 30 plus yard game, like just to get off, or I'm sorry, just to get defenses to understand, like, hey, we should check these guys. We have to play, a defense is going to prepare us for them to go deep because right now it's really easy. They play everything underneath and hope that there's some yak. That's really what we've been, doing when it comes to our passing offense. So I'm hoping to see Alec Pierce finally kind of get off the snide and make a big play. Of course, Michael Pittman in game 1, caught like a 2-yard screen and took it 40, but that was yak. That wasn't, in air passing. So let's throw the ball around a little bit this week. One thing that I do want to talk about, and then we can do it briefly, but it's pretty sad, man. Like losing Evan Hull, bro. Like I felt like he was going to be a huge addition to our offense this year, but
Absolutely.
torn meniscus. I don't know what their initial processing was of his injury, but they, went on and put him on the shelf for the entirety of this year. Which, if you're looking around the NFL, man, this is a pretty rough season early on. It's a lot of injuries to good players and key players, right? I won't discredit him and say he's not a key player, but we just didn't get to see him, in the role that we were hoping. But I mean, we talked about Nick Chubb. Today was the Diggs for the Cowboys. He's out for the season. Somebody tore their pectoral muscle from the Lions. They're out for the season. Like it's pretty dark early. So,
Yeah,
what's wild? Did you before I let you jump in? Did you see that Chad Johnson interview when he's saying like these kids are eating too healthy and now they're not conditioned for the field? Bro, I was cracking up. He said he need to go back to the McDonald's diet. Let him be everybody's dietitian. They'll be fine. It's hilarious. But
yeah,
apparently
the
they're eating
Ravens
too
got
healthy.
like 9 people on their injury list right now.
Who does? The Ravens?
The Ravens, I mean, yeah, I said
Oh
Lions,
wow.
but I meant Ravens. Yeah,
Wow.
so to highlight your point, yeah, I mean, a lot of injury bugs out there on a lot of teams.
Right,
Luckily
right.
so far, knock on wood, we've had injuries here and there, but our key players, will be coming back from theirs, pretty quick.
Yeah,
So we're pretty
absolutely.
fortunate right now.
Absolutely. One thing to also speak about is, like I'm going to love to see how Shane Steichen, and I'm leaning towards Gardner, how Shane Steichen changes play calling, if he changes play calling because of Gardner. Now, of course, I doubt he scripts runs like he did for Anthony to get those 2 touchdowns. But I'm saying, like, is there a completely different side of his scheme or of his play sheet that deals with a scheme for Gardner versus scheme with Anthony? That's going to be interesting to watch.
I don't know that first touchdown Anthony ran in last week. I could have made that run.
Yeah, I mean, but it was a
So he
design
he
run.
might, yeah, he might keep it in there. I mean, because it was wide ass open, and if
It
I
was
can
designed.
carry my fat ass through that, I know Gardner can make it. So
Patrick,
you might.
you haven't ran since the Gulf War. Stop the
All
BS.
right, all right. Quit telling my age,
Omaha.
jackass. But no, I do see a different game plan with Gardner being under center. I do believe Shane is one of those kind of coaches that's going to tailor each game to what he has. He's not going to expect everybody to adapt to him and his play calling. He's the one that's going to adapt to his players, and I think that's very very smart to
and I
do
and
that.
I and I bet you we're contradicting ourselves a little bit with what we just asked for with, big passes down the field because I'm thinking it's going to be super quick passing, like boom, 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 everybody's running little mesh routes and quick digs and stuff like that. But maybe that will allow one play action pass and let him uncork a little bit. He did come from Washington State. God rest his soul, under the old Mike Leach era, air raid. When they just throw the ball all around the field. So I know Gardner can throw it around the field. But we'll see. I mean, and I really don't know too much about the Ravens defense this year. I mean, Baltimore has always kind of been known for being a pretty solid defense. But I mean, right now, I think they're like us. Like, they probably have the potential to do some things, but, are they doing those things? We'll see. Right. So, yeah, they've had two division games, I believe. I think they played Cleveland week 1, played Cincinnati last week. Um, so maybe us going into Baltimore this week kind of breaks up, the monotony because we've had two division games. So, and I know you had this crazy philosophy Tuesday night, but like we're we're not going to show you something. I don't know what the hell you was talking about, Patrick, but maybe because we're playing out of the division this week, maybe we get crazy and go bananas and do some other cool things. But the defense, jump back over to the defense, keep playing lights out. I mean, I think there's going to be games where solely the defense may have to pull it out for us. And they tried their darndest week 1 against the Jags. They did all they could. You know what I mean? But they have to lock in with a quarterback like Lamar Jackson because, bro, I mean, 1 second he's there, the next second you're watching him score a touchdown. I mean, and they go from 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out to you can't stop them 6 drives in a row. Like, so you got to contain. And I know these boys, we get excited. We like to, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback seemingly this year, but keys to victory, throw that in there too. You have to wrap up. When you get hands on him, you got to tear his jersey off his pads. I don't care. Don't let him go. Don't let him go because he will escape. And then at that point, your defense is in scramble mode. And I don't care who you are, you're not going to outrun number 8. You're not going to out agility number 8. So you have to be on your keys. You just got to be on your keys. It's going to be interesting. I'll be live there at the game, and I'll probably be pulling my hair out because I'm watching him run wild at certain times of the game. But I mean, hopefully the boys can pull it off, man. This team, in my opinion, is much better than what they're being ranked in all of the freaking rankings and what people might think and say because of our personnel. But the first 2 weeks, we've played really well. We could very much be 2-0 right now. You know what I mean? And we
Very
very
much
much
so.
should be 2-0,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So
Facts.
those are key things, right? I mean, I get it. The Texans are the Texans, but the Jags coming into the season, even to people like Peter King, were like the favorites to win the AFC. So the entire AFC, not just the South. So yeah, we should be 2-0. So woulda, coulda, shoulda. We are what we are. Our record's 1-1. But I hope we stand up against another AFC potential powerhouse and prove that we belong. That's really how I see this week. Or we can come back Tuesday and be sad as shit because we realize we're terrible. I mean, that's just that's. I guess it's like DraftKings, right? Like you you put in a lineup early on, you're like, this is a winner. By halftime, yep, there's that. Maybe them $200 will come back because of the 5 that I put in, but shit, make it happen. Freaking love it. Yeah, man. So this week's show, I felt like, or I'm sorry, this tonight's show, I just felt like we had to preview the game. We talked more extensively on Tuesday, and I think our Tuesday shows will be a little bit more in depth because we're talking about the outcome. So there's probably a lot of moments that are going to absolutely have us scratching our head, pulling our hair out, or whatever. But then there should be some positive moments too. But leading into the game, all you can kind of do is look at the injury report, which will be key. That'll come out officially tomorrow. And then just kind of look at, like, what are the odds? What are the favors? Like, what's the weather? It's supposed to rain on Sunday, too. Another reason why the run game's got to be important. I think it's like a pretty good chance of rain, too, like 70%. And they say sugar melts. So what am I supposed to do?
Oh, my goodness.
But you ain't got to worry about it because shit floats. You're going to be all right.
Did I walk right into that one?
Yeah,
Oh,
you did. You
did.
Now, why I got the mic, our winner of the Bang Dat play of the game from week 2, drum roll, please. Take somebody. Shit, it's not that hard. Video number 2, Kylan Granson's first touchdown.
Hey, he even
Congratulations, KG. Congratulations, my friend.
He made a photo shoot. He even had like a football baby. Did y'all see that? Hilarious.
That was freaking
Oh,
awesome.
That was great.
But, this is voted on by you guys, the fans. So continue putting those votes in. We'll continue putting it out.
Yeah. And this is actually for the players. You know what I mean? So we want to show the players the love from us that maybe they don't get from Sports Center and all these other, major shows that, have their play of the week or something like that. We were letting them know that we absolutely appreciate what they do on Sundays. And we hope that they continue to be phenomenal because we're going to be behind them loud and proud.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Positively.
I never know what Acosta's going to say. That's what makes me laugh. You were probably really fun in kindergarten.
I was actually very quiet in school.
Were you?
I was.
No
Mr.
way
Smith,
you were.
I gotta poop.
What is wrong with you? We are doing
I
a
don't know.
grown
They
up.
still ain't figured it out, man.
Well,
If the doctors can't figure it out, how the hell am I supposed to know?
They don't have 50 more years to figure this shit out. You gotta hurry up.
Fuck, hopefully they do. Shit. You gonna put me in the grave before I'm ready.
Oh my god. Okay, man. So Cloud has been terrible. I'm out here, fighting a simulated war, all kind of craziness, right? So y'all gotta excuse me. I'm shooting podcasts and stairwells. I'm shooting podcasts in cars. My life is not together. Okay. So I have not had an opportunity to actually run the pitch for the giveaway for the tickets. Our first official giveaway with Patrick trying to steal the thunder with giving away my Reggie Wayne signed card. But anyway, remember what we said. Sub to YouTube, share, send that back to us. And the person that has the most people that sub will win tickets to week 4. Rams and Colts sitting with the anvil. Yes, these two ugly SOBs right here will be your dates. And it's going to be a day you will never forget because I'm telling you.
Never forget.
About third quarter, both of these guys are absolutely ready to be removed from the stadium. But it starts with his favorite part of the day. So Acosta, pitch the Forge, please. Tell them what they'll win.
Along with the seats, guys, you will get an all-exclusive day with the Anvil at the Forge tailgate, taking Anvil shots off an actual 110-pound Anvil, hitting the Anvil for luck, and also what I consider a gourmet menu. We had barbecue Philly cheesesteak sliders the last home game, and they were a home run. So I think we're going to do something special again for this next home game with the Rams. I'll figure out something, kind of go along with the theme of LA. So something quick and easy. But yeah, we'll have a good time. Plenty of beer to drink, plenty of liquor to shoot back. plenty of food to eat. Come on, have fun with us.
Bang that bitch. I tell you what, I ate about 9 sliders, dude. I had heartburn. It was not okay. So you probably want to not eat that many going into the game, but I wasn't. And these guys always want to like. Have you guys ever seen Waterboy? I'm sure you have, but you know how he's like slap hands, slap hands. So I'm trying to focus on the game, and every time we gain a yard, we
You
call
lie,
a timeout.
you lie, you lie.
Every
You
time
lie.
we look,
You're the
if
one
we-
that turns around and says it just like he did. Slap hands,
No,
slap hands.
that's
You're the
what
one that does that shit, and you know it. Don't
listen.
pass that shit on to us, you jackass.
For everybody that's watching, if we gain a yard, if the Colts get a first down, if Shane Steichen calls a damn timeout on time, these guys slap hands. So be prepared to be annoyed, but they will slap hands. All damn
I thought
game.
we were
But
doing
you'll
this
love it.
giveaway. I thought we was doing this giveaway to get more subs, and the way you're talking, nobody's going to want to sit with us.
Sure they are. They want to see the show. The show is an absolute show. Hanging with the Sick Podcast in Ville. All right,
And my part of my defense with all that, I'm the one that usually gets slapped hands first.
No, hell no. Literally, I'm locked in on a game. Somebody's tapping my shoulder. Slap hands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the one that initiates it. I'm the one getting patted on the back and slapped on the back of the shoulders and all types of shit.
You do your fair share of annoyance too, but I love you both. It would not be a football game if I wasn't constantly being annoyed by the two brothers of mine who always want to slap
Next game
hands
he's
because we
there. We're
gained
not
2
even talking
yards.
to him, Acosta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Colts gained 3
We
yards.
won't even acknowledge his existence.
I hear you.
Yeah. You can sit there and by yourself. You can
All right,
high five
man.
yourself because we damn
called
sure won't ever do it again.
It's
You know
called
what time of
Passion
the show
Pod.
it is. Stop it. What time of the show it is? It's time to score predict before we get out of here. Okay. So we need to start keeping tally of these things because I was almost dead on last week. But we all got last week. I mean, it's the Houston Texans. So we should have got last week. Now, coming into this week, Acosta, you start first. Score predictions.
Oh boy, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be 35-31, Indianapolis.
Whoa. Okay. You, my friend, middleman,
You forgot my name.
dunce,
I'm just you. Hey, you.
Hey, you.
annoying guy, slap hands guy. What's the score?
What? No, don't even. Motherfucker, you're the one.
I'm literally going to record it next time,
Do it.
and I'm gonna have Sammy play it. How many times you guys grab my shoulder and ask for slap hands?
Do it because next time you're at a game, you're not even going to be acknowledged. We won't even say hi to you.
Excellent. But now
It's
you gotta tell me what the score is.
not going to be at any.
Great. Whatever. What's the score this week?
27-24, Colts win it and a field goal.
Okay. You know how I am.
Matt Gay's going to win, earn that money this week.
Y'all know how I am. Okay.
Yeah, we know you don't like high fives at the game because we did a good play. We know you don't like getting excited at the games. You just said all this.
I'm the lone wolf.
And we know you root against the Colts. So go ahead and pick Baltimore.
I'm just a humble guy. I'm the lone wolf here. Unfortunately, I'm going to this game. I'm paying money. I got pretty damn good seats, all of these things, but I'm going to fly home Monday morning and not be happy because the Colts, though they played tough, we didn't do enough to stop number 8, and we didn't have enough firepower to keep up with them. So Baltimore wins this one 28-20. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You are pretty sorry.
And with that, Sammy,
give me a high five for that, Acosta.
Slap me! Slap me!
Sammy, take us out of here.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast and Bill Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.